So when it comes to math, oftentimes, besides the fact that people say, oh, I hate math, the one thing that I hear the most hate is toward word problems. Now, we shouldn't hate on word problems. So let's just break them down and make them a little bit easier to understand. What I have here is a word problem similar to the ones that I posted for the problem of the day on April 2nd. I kind of changed it up a little bit. Notice there are no numbers because I want to just look at the problem. So I'm going to read the problem, and it says at a restaurant, Miss C and her blank number of friends decided to divide the bill evenly. If each person paid so much money, then what was the total bill? Now this is where things got a little bit hairy for those of you that submitted answers. It says write and solve an equation. Be sure to label your final answer. But this part, many of you did the problem. You worked backwards, which is a fabulous way of solving a problem. But your directions were to make it algebraic, so I'm looking for a variable. A lot of times when you see these word problems, you want to think, oh my gosh, it's a two-stepper. This is not a two-stepper. This is just like we went out to dinner. We're going to split this bill evenly. And I just summed up the entire problem in just a few words. And that's the best way to approach a word problem. Make sure you understand what you're being asked. I want to know what our total bill was if we split it up evenly. So now let's go ahead and fill in those numbers. So at a restaurant, Mrs. C and 4 of her friends decided to divide the bill evenly, and each person paid $26. Just so you know, this is going to be what it's going to be like once we are out of quarantine. We will be going out spending this kind of money. So we want to talk about dividing a bill evenly. And right there, there's a clue word for us. We're going to divide this bill. We don't know what the real bill was. So that's what our variable will be. B for bill. And we've done this a number of times in class. We've told you to write what your variable means so you know what you're looking for. Now this bill was divided among my 4 friends, and we all paid $26. I just took what I read and I put it to a word problem. Remember, it's division, so in order to solve division, inverse operation. So I'm going to multiply each side by 4, and I'm going to get B equals 104. And when I talk about labeling it, there's part of the label because we're talking money, and then going back to the question and telling me that that was the total bill. And that's how we would finish this problem.